Steve Clarke, you know, when you see Steve on the TV, he just never changes. You know, so whenever he's qualified for, this is his second Euros now.
It is, yeah.
And it's, you know, we were a long time missing. I've got to say, you know, I was unbelievably fortunate to play in 2 Euros, Euro 92 and Euro 96. And I've got to say, Scotland add to a major championship.
Yes.
Just purely because, you know, I've been biased. When the fans turn, I can remember Euro 92 when it was only 8 teams. It was 2 groups of 4. And it was in Sweden. And I can remember Andy Roxburgh thought, right, we'll go and see the fans. We drove into this campsite because Sweden's pretty expensive. So it was like a tented village. And it was early in the morning, and you could all these Scots guys coming out with kilts, and it was like they were bladdered from the night before, and you could see them looking as that's the team, that's the national team bus, and they couldn't believe they seen McCoist and Gough and Gorham. Yeah. It was to see the faces on all these big bearded Scots guys with kilts on. It was outstanding. But Scotland, when Scotland in a major championship, I think they do add, but This one in particular, it's when I look at the group, as much as we're in the same group as the hosts, and we play them in the opening game, but Hungary and Switzerland, I think we can beat them because we've never qualified at the group stages. It would be brilliant for Steve Clarke if we could do that. Never ever. We've been in a lot of majors.
Even with the great itself, Strachan.
You think of
all of those.
You know, you think players, of 78 was Souness, McQueen, Dalglish, Jordan, Asa Hartford, Archie Gemmell, and then
Archie Gemmell.
Some side that, wasn't it?
Strachan, Souness, Nicholas. To be fair, the one that, obviously the one that kills me, I missed the penalty at Wembley against England, but we were beating Switzerland at Villa Park, and England were 4-0 up against Holland, which meant we were through, and then Dave Seaman get beat at the near post by Clivert in the last minute to make it 4-1, and we didn't qualify through goals difference.
Oh,
wounded, absolutely wounded.
When the draw was made, I had to sort of like take a moment because I thought I fancy us in this group, but I also don't really know why because they're great. Germany are a great team. They're good teams. But
Germany are going through that. I think if Germany were picking a team to open up to play against, I think Scotland would be the one they wouldn't want to play. Because we're good underdogs and the pressure will be on Germany. Yeah. The national teams, they've struggled.
They're not quite as good as they were, are they?
They're not performing at all. So maybe an upset in the opening game of the tournament would be typical of Scotland.